I'm trying. Oh, okay. I think it's working now.
So you just need your good look.
Okay, so we have a bumblebee. I don't know what that is, but maybe because we're doing an animal spirit video.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's the title of the video. See how spirit don't play? Oh, I was gonna move the camera and try to take a picture of it, but whatever it is, it's gonna get on my nerve. Hey y'all, hey. So I'm doing an animal spirit video, and there's a bee apparently in the room flying around. So spirit is in the building. Peace, family. Okay, so hey Pinky Lee, Christy V, Trisha, Black Goddess, Kyla, and Monica. Y'all, I promise you we can't make this up. So there's a bee flying around right now. That was not flying around until I clicked the button to go live. So pretty much that's just how we roll on this channel. So spirit is in the building. So we're gonna figure out tonight what spirit energy you guys can use, especially for your spirit work. Hey Connor and Monica C. Yeah, so that's really, really cool. So the ancestors are here. So before I get into the spirit reading, the spirit animal energy, I did want to talk about a couple of giveaways. And for those of you who have ordered products from my website, you guys do have freebies that are included. But I'm giving away jewelry for the next giveaway. Hey, June. So I did add jewelry to my website. Some of it I don't even get a chance to post because literally it sells before then. But I have this turquoise piece, and it is 9.25 jewelry. All of the jewelry is. I think it says 9.25 right there. Or am I covering it? Yes, I'm covering it up. It says 9.25 right there. So this is turquoise, and I did a video on turquoise last night, so I just need to upload it. Turquoise is, of course, very popular in Native American tribes, Tibet, Egypt. So I talked about the breakdown of it, how it heals all of your chakras, how it is like laser precise when it comes to healing. I do wear a turquoise piece. I wear a lot of pieces, and so I do have some pieces for sale, but this is my turquoise right here. It's a pyramid shape piece. So for those of you who have had Reiki done and who have had energy healing work done from me, you guys have felt how powerful it is. So I do infuse all of my crystals that I sell with Reiki energy. And all of my pendants that I sell look similar to these. They're pretty much from the same Tibetan artist. So everybody who gets jewelry from me gets top-notch sterling silver setting jewelry. Just so you guys could be aware. Because I swear every day that I start posting pictures of them, whenever I'm in the middle of a session, they get purchased and they don't get to the website. Yes, Monica, that would be perfect to get a list going. And Black Goddess Sports. I'm glad you're talking about this topic. Been getting a lot of red cardinals, blue jays, and butterflies coming around me. Yes, and that is exactly why I'm talking about this. And Connor says, I'm right there with you on the Blue Jays. So a lot of you that contact me pretty often, like Trisha, for example, we've had a lot of things going on. So I had a bird that flew into my car a few days ago, and I consulted with spirit to see what the message was. Trisha had a bird to fly into her car shortly after that. But pretty much, you guys, so the bird was a messenger. I had already done my Ifa traditional Yoruba Odu to figure out at the end of last month to figure out what was going to take place for this month. So my Odu spoke about a disaster that was going to happen with some siblings, young family members, and older ones. And sure enough, a few of my family members did contract the coronavirus. They tested positive. Some of my other families members that were around them were negative. So let's just talk about this. So the negative family members had been taking the Nura Noche brand, colloidal silver that I spoke about in the last video. And my son and another family member was taking a different brand. I think it was Trace Mountain or something like that. I don't advocate for any brand because I'm not affiliated with any other company. So I just know for a fact those were the brands they were taking. And my sister specifically, because after the Odu reading, I said, hey, you came up, take your colloidal silver. And she works in a medical lab, so I specifically said that. To my son, who lives in Atlanta, who was going to visit family, I told him, don't go. And then I was like, getting quietness on the other end of the phone. So I was like, listen, if you go, don't stay past 1 week. So he stayed 2 weeks. The second week was when everything went down with people, contracting coronavirus. And all of this was last week. So then my son, who did go, ordered the colloidal silver. So we did it on Amazon Prime, had it sent to his father's house in Memphis, which is where he was staying. So he pretty much followed that instruction. My sister followed that instruction, so they are fine. However, a few relatives who were not taking it did come back positive. So I've been doing a lot of healing work and energy work for them, and they are now taking it. Okay. All right. So that is just pretty much what the bird was bringing the message regarding, in my opinion, because I knew it as soon as I saw the bird. I was like, okay, I remembered in my mind the Odu talking about a disaster and family members. So that was it. So pretty much, you guys, I definitely believe in the power of animals, spirit, energy, because of course, as humans, we have dominion over animals. This was given to us if you read the Bible. But we do have a lot of things in common. There's a lot of DNA that we share with animals. There are a lot of behavioristics, looks, personalities, characteristics, and I'm a dog mom, so I know for a fact they have similar personalities as us. Animals can be used for emotional support. It's been proven that animals, if something happens to you, will, specific animals will go out of the way to help you. And for me, spiritual wise, I know I shared this in a couple of lives before, but as soon as I was initiated as an Ifa priestess of Oya, the first image I had when my eyes were closed during the initiation process, or at the end of the initiation process, was a black snake with white spots on his back. And as soon as I opened my physical eyes, I saw that same snake down in the water. So pretty much all of these things have kind of led me on this spiritual animal journey, not just spirit human journey, tapping into our different, spirit energy bodies, but also pulling down energy of animals. So I do have an animal ritual that I've done before, and it worked in an amazing manner. So I would definitely suggest that you guys, if you're looking for some extra energy, some extra consider adding animal energy. So let's look tonight and see what animal energy is around you, what using that energy would do for you. Because again, I grew up with a great grandmother that was an oracle, and she told me when I was a little girl that animals exist in the spirit world. So there you have it. Okay. So turquoise bracelet. I will announce on the next live who will be receiving that, and I'll get it shipped out. I'll of course, once I make the announcement, need your address to ship it. And I'll ship it all out tomorrow. Because I'm going to do a live tomorrow, and I'll find out who the winner is. Okay. Hello, Love Twice, Kiss JG, Lily 2911. All right, people, we are getting ready to get started. So, hey, Rena, we spoke earlier. Your reading was beautiful. Your ancestors were amazing. Thank you so much for showing up tonight on the live. All right, and yeah, so also, you guys, I'm going to go back and look at this list. Everyone that's here tonight will be will have their name put in the box. I'm going to be doing some long distance Reiki healing tonight. So I'm going to create a box to put everybody's energy in. I don't know if CK is here yet, but she has some jewelry that is on its way. And I was actually putting Reiki energy in it this morning. And she texted me and she was like, I already feel the energy. I was like, yep, I just infused it. So I definitely want you guys to get some energy, okay? While I have everything going tonight, because this healing is very powerful. We're in the unfortunate energy of Mercury retrograde, but you can use that energy for positive healing energy as with anything else. Okay, guys, so if you all want to show me some love for our channel, because this is not my channel, this is our channel. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up, and I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Perfect, Pinky Lee. Of course, you know I have you. You are going to definitely be in that list. And Black Goddess 4, you are welcome. All right, perfect. All right, so I have the list here. Pinky Lee is first. So I'm gonna be pulling from two different decks, whichever deck I start to pull from, and I have the book that goes with one of the decks. One of them is self-explanatory, and then I have another deck that I'm going to use just to see why Spirit is saying you need to work with this particular animal energy. And this isn't necessarily the same as totem animal energy because that's a little bit different. Trisha, I see 111 today. I knew it was coming out, but it was too late for me to play the lottery. Yeah, I know you have the lottery written all over you. Have since day one. And Connor definitely wants to be put in as well. Okay, Pinky Lee says second list is coming. Be patient, everyone. Yes, everyone, please be patient. All right. All right, so let's see. Pinky Lee. All right, so this is very interesting. So I don't know. I'll do one from the bottom and one from the top. I don't know if you are pretty much this makes a lot of sense because it says kangaroo. Okay. So to me, it's archangels listed on the bottom of it, but it's saying be a force for good. These are the archangels in case you want to look them up, study them, see if they have any kind of strong tie or connection to you. But it makes sense to me because the kangaroo leaps and takes action. And I know that with what you're going through, there's a lot of movement that you need to make. Okay. And that brings me to the bottom of the deck. And I don't think I've ever seen the kangaroo in here before. It's very cute. And I'm hearing Joey, which is so funny because that's what they call the baby kangaroos. But I'm hearing the word Joey. That's standing out a lot. But you also have an owl messenger, which is another archangel that I'm not even going to try to pronounce. But listen to the messages of the angels. So whatever it is that you're needing to, I'm hearing pounce as well, like you're needing to pounce. And I know in the last two readings, in one reading you had the word move, and in another reading you had something regarding moving as well. Love Twice said I'm scared of owls. Yeah, they're pretty scary. So I think I'm pretty much scared of everything other than dogs. So yes, they are pretty scary. So let's see why Spirit is even giving us this information. Yes, I am relocating. Okay. And also, kangaroo pouch is a home for their joy for the baby. So it's definitely a lot about home that's being said and about containment of energy and keeping things contained. But you have, oh, is this the deck I wanted to use? Wait a minute. Okay, well, I guess so. I guess this is the deck we'll be using. But you have ebb and flow, and you have ocean energy. So that's why they're saying that you need to do this. And an ebb and a flow is just an up and a down. So things kind of swing up, kind of swing down. Because on the back, right here, you have solitude. So they're showing you on this island, kind of alone, maybe. So I'm assuming once you take that action and leap forward, that you're going to be more in touch with your ancestors because they come up and you have crystals too. So definitely focusing on crystal energy. I don't think that's a B. I hope not. Definitely focusing on crystal healing energy. So that was the reason they're showing me why they're telling you to pull that forceful energy. You have ancestors where you're relocating also that are waiting to greet you and meet you there. Something about that particular area you're relocating to or place you're relocating to is going to ignite the ancestors and your ability to work with them. I don't know if y'all just saw that. That's the bee or whatever it is. It's trying to get out. I think it's in the window. Should I close the window? Did it just go in there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I think it just came out.
Here it goes. I got my own.
I know you got an eye on it, but I just don't want it to get on me. And it's like going crazy because it's trying to get out of here. Okay, so that is pretty much what they are saying regarding you leaving. Okay, that you going to that new space, to the new area. Okay, so I'm gonna switch back and forth on the decks. Okay. You are so welcome. Most definitely. Okay, Chris Stevie. All right, so I'm gonna try to concentrate because I think the bee is gone. All right, so let's see. Chris Stevie. Ooh, that was strong. Okay, so let's see what you have here. All right, so you have a butterfly, so that's pretty much kind of what in line with what a lot of people are probably seeing and experiencing. Let's see. And I flipped to it right away. So it says undergoing great change and transformation. And the energy of a butterfly is with us during periods of transition. And it's an air element of the heart. It says this change usually involves relationships, career, or anything that's changing. And it's saying that you need to be patient throughout any transition and be kind during this time. So let solid friends and activities support you like a cocoon. So pretty much that is saying that there are different aspects of it as well. When everything is in balance, cheerful and graceful. And when it's out of balance, you feel frustrated and fragile. So that is the energy of the butterfly. And also, I really, really, really love, this is the picture of it, just so you guys can see. I really, really love the energy that I'm getting from this is letting me know. Hi, Cheryl. Thank you so much for being a new subscriber. It's really letting me know that you're going through something that, so let's see what Spirit says. But what I'm picking up is that something that was meant to be is what I keep hearing. So let's see why it's saying it. Let's see. Yep, rain, purification. So rain does wash away energy, good, bad, and indifferent. So you're definitely needing to release some things. Okay, let's see what else it says here. Okay, so you're needing to release some things. And it's also showing me here that you have a lot of sunshine coming in once you release. So again, I feel like the butterfly is showing me that there is a lot of change. Um, it could be within the home as well because we have sanctuary, or you just creating a safe space for yourself. Okay. Yeah, something you need to let go. It's time to move away from. And it also talked about a breach here. So like I'm not sure if something isn't what you thought it should be, or I'm hearing it is what it is. So just know that if you feel compelled to up and move and leave and change a situation, um, that you do it. Okay, there's a second list. Okay, Christy, that was for you. Um, okay, Trisha. Thank you, Monica C. And you're welcome, Christy. Okay, Trisha, let's see what you have here. Oh, this is beautiful. So you have a swan here, and this definitely represents it says grace and majesty, and this is the archangel down at the bottom here. I really love archangels. I really love working with angels and angelic energy. So if you guys are interested in tapping into the angels associated, the information is right here. But I do feel like a swan is very transformative as well, like we had in one of the earlier cards, I think with the butterfly, because I know growing up, one of my favorite stories was about the ugly duckling and the beautiful swan, and it just shows you where you can transform, and especially because I know you're on your spiritual journey and you're working really hard. That's about evolution, evolving, about things, coming full circle. And then you also have a cow, and cows are sacred animals. Especially like in cultures like India, they don't eat. Most of the culture they don't eat the cow because the cow is also hit Haru as well. But it says here, give with unconditional love and grace, archangels Raphael and Mary. Now with the cow, again in India, it is sacred. And I like to look at the cow because I'm fascinated by the digestive system of the cow, how they have 3 stomachs, how they're so big and all they eat is grass. So that just lets you know how powerful earth is, how powerful eating green is. So connecting with earth and adding, some more greenery to your diet would be awesome for you during this time. Um, and then, yes, because I'm seeing a lot of activations too, like around you, and that's all every time I talk to you. But yes, because you're peeling back layers of yourself. Lotus flower came up, so you're getting down to and then green man. So again, I was seeing green when the cow came up, cow card. So I feel like you need to eat more green, more herbs as well. You can implement herbs in your diet. And with the cow and the instantly being pulled to India, you can do Ayurvedic herbs and things. You can look that up. You guys can all look up Mediterranean diets and herbs. So you would look up things like cardamom, cumin, curries, and when you're cooking, you can use things like ghee. Um, yes, and I'll put it in here. Ayurvedic. And y'all know I can't spell because I'm so dependent on my spell check. So I'm like, wait a minute, why am I volunteering to spell something? Is it a? Oh, okay, you put it in there. Okay, thank you. Like, wait a minute, that's not right. Okay, thank you. All right. Let's see. I'm doing it. I just bought a lot of herbs yesterday. Wow. Yes, definitely. And then look, we have a meadow, so that is herbs too. That kind of reminds me of lavender and dandelion. And I think I had mentioned to you before that you need to keep a lavender plant around you. If that might be a sunflower, but it's ringing the bell of a dandelion in my ear. And I was just looking at. We have dandelion tea. Um, Vulnerability, being vulnerable. You have love and compassion, giving and receiving, and I feel like you do receive a lot back from the universe because you definitely put a lot in. Okay, all right. So yeah, so you have a lot of strength and innovations. Yeah, you have a lot of good energy around you, and this is you working hard, working with crystals. This is just beautiful. You're working with crystals, you're working with energy, you're lighting candles, and this kind of reminds me of the table you showed me a picture of, where you had the snake plant that I suggested that you get. Because look at that snake right there, right on that table, right there near where she's working and lighting her candles. Just bought the dandelion herb, just bought new crystals. Perfect. And that grid is so interesting that this is on here. I just got, I never paid attention to these colors. I just got drawn to that. But look at that crystal grid. That was literally going to be my next video. So that's perfect that came up. So, yes. So, very good energy tonight. And I'm very glad that we were doing this. Okay. All right, Black Goddess. And thank you guys for helping me keep the list going. Um, okay, perfect. All right. All right, Black Goddess. Let's see which deck the phone is for you. All right, perfect. All right, Love C says, I have a plant. Do know the name of it, but it goes off energy I give when I'm sad. It starts dropping when I'm happy. It's staying straight up. That is so amazing. I'm telling you, everything has a spirit, even plants, especially plants. That's why they're so good for us, because they have very strong energy. All right, Black Goddess, let's see. All right. Now, okay, so you have, okay, I dropped something. You know what? No, I don't need it. But I don't like my stuff being on the floor though. All right. So you have a lizard energy. This book is kind of hard to flip through, so give me 1 second. Okay, so I did flip to one other one you have. So you have a dragon, and this is just a message from Spirit I'm feeling. So the dragon energy says seeing one's true self, balancing the ego. It says here the dragon sees everything. And if you look at it, it does look like an all-seeing eye. That's what I was going to say when I looked up at the camera and saw it. So it's like self-reflection and introspection. It says its essence has been with us since before our first breath and will be there at our last. It watches us navigate the external world as well as our inner world. When dragon energy is awakened, we are courageous, visionary, and we can easily drop into witness consciousness. It is almost as if we are traveling with a great friend inside of ourselves. When we look in the mirror deep into our eyes, we may even glimpse the self behind the self, the one who is watching us. This is the power of the dragon, breathing transformative fire into every cell of our bodies, witnessing this omnipotent energy, even for a brief moment, helps us surrender and let go. So you have, I feel this is definitely a message from like your ancestors and the spirit world. Um, Sacred intelligence. That's awesome. So if you're on a journey or a path, because I'm seeing like the Akashic records to learn more about spirituality, you can tap in. And it may be, y'all, this is gonna drive me crazy because my cards are laying on the floor. Hold on. I got it. It's right here. Okay. I can stand for myself to be on the floor. Okay. All right. So it says here, it may even this is what the book is showing. It's like like somebody striking a match, a fire. Okay. This message resonates with me so well. Okay. Awesome. Because it is very interesting that that came up because the way this book is written, you have, this is towards the end of the book. This is how many pages are left. So you have a higher, so it's almost like the way that I look at it, some of these animal, because like they talk about human brain and us having like animal brain being like the lower part of our brain. The higher part of our brain is more evolved, like the different parts of the brain where we can have things like speech and, you know, memory and all of these higher levels of consciousness sit in the different parts of the human brain that animals don't have. So the lower parts of the brain are more of the animal parts of the brain. So the way that I look at this book is like the front of this book is more like your root chakra and, you know, different lower chakra energies. So the higher you get, the further back you go in this book, is more like a crown chakra type of energy, third eye and up. Okay. So it also says here the subtle energy of the dragon lives at the navel center. Okay. So this is the city of hidden gems. Like I've never seen this part of the book before. Breaking it down. So it's talking about transformation and digestion, which makes sense that this fire is right here. This fire, because inside of like when you look at Ayurvedic tradition and all that, they talk about inside of your body air, fire, water, and earth. So the sages believe health of the fire at the navel center is what governs our ability to clearly see both the inner and outer dimensions. That is awesome. And what I was thinking again was that this was tapping into a higher realm. And it could even tap into something outside of the physical body, being that it is the dragon. So you can definitely look up the dragon in the like the Asian culture and different other cultures as well. I did pull the lizard, and I won't go into it since I went so far into the dragon. And it's kind of hard to find things in this book too, but you can look up the lizard. And I think one of my clients texted me and told me a lizard was in their house. So yeah, somebody did say that. All right. All right, perfect. And let's see why, Black Goddess. And I'm so glad this resonates with you. Blessings and rainbow. And to me, this is also tapping into that dragon energy because those clouds, like if you look at Chinese, if you guys watch like different Asian cultures, how they talk about the dragon and focus on the dragon, they definitely have the dragons in the clouds. They'll show them a lot. They do parades. They go all out for dragons. Then you have the spring equinox and a rebirth, and you have a rabbit. So you have just animals everywhere. And you also have a butterfly on there too. So again, that was what the dragon was saying, transformation. And then you have a volcano. So you have an explosive rebirth that's going to take place. And then you're going to have a lot of blessings come through on the other side of that. And you have a lot of movement. You have the river. So that could definitely be representative of Oshun. Okay. This stood out to me on the bottom. The childhood. Okay. So yes, breaking through and just getting on the other side of something, because that rainbow is also showing me like the pot of gold at the end of it. Okay. All right. Love Twice says, I haven't seen a frog in years, and today I saw a huge one jump, came out of nowhere and sat beside me. I thought this was weird. That's interesting. I'm telling you guys, these animals are like going crazy, sending us messages and just like all over the place. And I put a frog on Oshun's altar yesterday too. So the frogs are definitely, you're welcome, Black Goddess, definitely all around as well. Okay. And Kyla, you did say you're here. So I'll go ahead and do yours next. And the energy feels really good, but I'm just going to go ahead and lighten it a little bit, freshen it. The cards don't feel heavy, but I'll just do that. All right, let's see. Kyla. Okay. So you have the goat, and it says act from your innate wisdom. And this could be representative of earth energy, Capricorn energy, and these are the archangels down on the bottom. Okay. So it says Archangel Perlamic, Pan, God of Nature. So goats do climb mountains, so that is definitely definitely what I'm picking up here. And you have the bear as well. This may be your totem animal. I feel like the bear, I just heard the word totem. So these are the angels right here. Okay. And let's see. Use power with wisdom. Very powerful energy I'm picking up for both the goat and the bear. I'm hearing resilience. And bears, okay, so with goats, I was saying they like a challenge. They like to climb mountains. They like to get involved. So I'm seeing like management. I'm seeing some stairs, a ladder, and climbing. So yes, and okay, this is making sense to me. All right, so you have a lot of things that are being unveiled. Yeah, I don't know who's next, but I am doing Kyla. Yeah, I'm doing Kyla right now. Okay, so you have a lot of things that are veiled, that are becoming unveiled. I feel coming unveiled. And then you have a lot of compassion as well, that I feel you need to implement some music, listen to some more harmonious music. Okay. And you need to tap into your power. And especially with you coming up as the bear. Bears are very strong. very powerful, and they hibernate. So I don't know if maybe you go through like a time period. I don't know, like some people kind of get depressed in the winter time. I'm seeing maybe like a hibernation kind of thing too. So you need to keep the fire, I feel, going in your body. Like maybe dance, because what did it say here? It said dance. No, it said music. Yes. Listening to some the solfeggio, I would say fragio, frequency beats and or binaurals, and getting your body alkaline, I'm hearing. So you need to alkaline your body, get moving, and yes, innate wisdom. So you do have some things that that you can tap into. So use your crystals and light your candles, work your magic, the things we've been talking about. And I feel like everything will work out fine for you. Okay. So now I'm on Monica. Okay. Monica R. Monica Robertson. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. All right. So Monica R. Let's see. All right. So you have a really good message. This is the message of the golden egg. And this is the higher level of consciousness as well. So I'll pull an animal card too, just to get an animal for you. All right. So it says here, within the golden egg lives a precious sound. Deep within that sound resides a message. The sound cannot be heard nor the message discerned until we retreat from the noise of modern day life. So it's basically saying that things that you're working on need time to unfold, so you don't want to rush them. And then also, you need to meditate and remain open. It says engaging with the energy of the golden egg is an advanced practice. It requires becoming intimate with our very essence and comfortable with vulnerability. So, whenever you feel tenderness and gratitude arise from deep within you, you know that you're well on your way. All right. So, this is the cosmic egg. So, it's like kind of going back. It's kind of like a reverse birth that they're showing me, kind of going back into. It's almost like when you get baptized when you're Christian and they say you're born again. It's kind of like the message I'm getting. And we have a moth as well. Definitely both of those energies are fiery, because here it's also saying that the cosmic egg is nestled within the heart center, and the heart is you know, the way that it pumps, it can be, I guess it can be considered the fire. Well, you know how your stomach is considered a fire source, but for your body, we can look at the heart as a fire element. So this particular chakra is considered the home of the self or the soul. So it says by bringing the mind into this particular center, we discover a portal to the most intimate and luminous space. It says our inner God sits there in deep meditation waiting for us. So it says unstruck sound. So I definitely feel like you can look up the moth information as well, which again gives me flame and fire. So I definitely feel like the heart chakra is a chakra you need to focus on. And yeah, because I feel like You may have some blocks on your heart chakra because it says here submerged and has that iceberg. So your heart could be a little bit, yep, stone people, and vigilance. So if your heart is a little bit out of balance, heart chakra, then you do need to connect with Mother Earth, Mother Nature. Bring in some more nurturing energy, some more earth energy. And then two, this card is green, has a lot of greenery in it, which also connects to that heart. So you can use gemstones and crystals that are green. You can work with moldavite. That's one of the most powerful gemstones I've ever worked with. And it is for a higher consciousness as well as unblocking your heart chakra. Since you got the golden egg and it is so towards the back of the book, again, it's like a higher elevated area. I would definitely try to see if I could get my hands on some moldavite. They do sell it on Amazon. Okay. Yep. And you also have a mountain here, so strength. So you're very, very strong. And then you have ceremony, invocation. So definitely unlock your heart chakra, connect yourself through meditation to your higher self. Okay, she said, I feel that way. Perfect. Yeah, it's very, very clear to me that you need to connect with your higher self. Connect your lower self with your higher self and bring your self in alignment with yourself, they're saying. And it's a golden egg. So you can also implement some golds, green, gold. Okay. Hey, baby. All right. Monica C says Connor. It's next. Okay, Connor, going once, going twice. Okay, Connor's here and June's here. Okay, so Connor will go right into you, then June. All right, Connor, let's see. Ooh, this is so crazy, you guys. I was hearing Eye of the Tiger before I even put this card down. And so I was just like, oh, let me see what it says. But yes, you definitely, this is your totem animal. Now, for everyone else, I'm just tapping into the animal energy that's around you presently. But this, Connor, is your totem animal because I heard the Eye of the Tiger and I literally saw some kind of like tiger crouch, martial arts hand movement or something. And it says, accept your magnificence, and you have Archangel Raphael. So yes, that was really like confirmation, and that is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy. So I don't even have to pull two for you. I'll do it because I did for everybody else. But you have a dog here. I don't know if you're a dog person, but it says be disciplined in your home and community life. That's the Archangel down on the bottom of the card. And then this is the Archangel, it's Raphael, down at the bottom of your Tiger card. Dog energy is around you. I have a black dog. Yeah, and I was going to say, I don't know if my dog, and I have a black dog too. And I just pet my dog right before I did your readings. I was like, I don't know if my dog energy is like picking up on another dog's energy. So it makes sense that you have a black dog as well. But definitely the tiger. This is like something that you probably need to get like a statue of or like something because you definitely embody the energy of that particular animal. And that is very, very awesome. So let's see. Let's see what we have here. Yes, Pinky Lee. Thank you for reminding everyone to press the like button. Okay. So yeah, you have a lot of so this is very good with the tree for grounding energy. You have a lot of earth energy because you have the earth, the tree here. And then you have earth magic here, which fairies are nature spirits, like a lot of flowers and, beautiful trees and vines and things like that. And then you have the forest here. So you have a lot of earth energy. And with breath, you have powerful words, very powerful words. Okay. Yes. And so you also have a new moon promise. So anything that you're trying to manifest, especially regarding love, commitment, other people, family, you definitely have the ability to manifest it. Yeah. And it's coming from a very creative place too, perspective in the Milky Way. And this wolf almost looks like a dog. I just wanted to pull to see. But yeah, when it's talking about instinct here, it's almost looking like a dog. So definitely pull down your tiger energy. 11 in the chat. Please press the like button. Yes, guys, please press the like button. And also, someone did mention Cash App, and until I'm able to do the super chats, I'll just do that here. It's Pink Faces 100. If you guys want to donate, he looked just like a wolf. I have a husky that passed. Her name was Lady. Wow, I just felt chills when you said that. Oh my God. So it's very interesting that you said that your husky that passed looked like a wolf, and I felt the chills. I definitely felt the connection to that husky named Lady. So a little while ago in the video, I mentioned my family being affected by coronavirus. So my niece, that tested positive. She lives with my sister. She was out of state in college until everything happened. She had to move back home due to COVID. My sister's dog passed away maybe about a month and a half ago. And her dog's name was Shadow. And I let her know, and I let the family know, like, whenever pets die, they take a hit for us because they protect us. Again, as I mentioned before, we're very closely connected with animals. And sometimes our ancestors, guys, may decide to incarnate as an animal. Just keep those things in mind. So, and they can send you messages as birds. They can shapeshift into different bodies. Okay. So my sister's dog passed away, and I knew he was taking a hit for the family. He got hit by a car. On that same day, my best friend's dog died, but he was probably 15 years old. And right around that same time, didn't someone else's dog die? Yes, I'm forgetting my own kid's dog. So my kid's dog died. He lived in Memphis with their father. And so I told them that he was taking a hit for them. And sure enough, my son was exposed to COVID-19. Fortunately, he tested negative. And his dog died at his dad's house that he's staying at now. So, you guys, I'm telling you, this animal energy is not a joke. Very real, very powerful energy. Okay. Which deck do I want to use? Let me go back to this. So hopefully that helped you, Connor, to know that you're tapping into that energy. Your dog is protective of you. All right. Yeah, Monica, see, it is definitely a wow thing. Thank you, Lisa. Amazing. June, it's your turn, and you already let us know you're here. Oh, before I could even finish, the black egg flipped over, so I'll talk about the black egg. Connor, you're welcome. Thank you so much. Unreal. Yeah, it's definitely like that connection is very intense right now. So we definitely want to thank the ancestors. We definitely want to thank the energy of spirit, whether it's human, plants, human energy. All right. So before I could even get the cards out of my hand, you had stuff flipping out, June. Okay. So you have the black egg and you have the phoenix. So I'll show them to you individually in case you want to screenshot Phoenix. And you have the black egg. Okay. Let's see. Black egg. I'm really loving how this egg looks like it's nestled in like a mesh kind of material, like a protective kind of material. So with Phoenix, the Phoenix rises up from the flame. Both of these are higher level cards. That's the black egg towards the back of the book, like I mentioned already. And it says the black egg is about speaking from an authentic voice. It's about the truth. The black egg contains one of life's essential treasures, the truth. Inside of it resides no confusion, excuses, small talk, noise, or lies, not even little white lies. So it says this living and breathing vessel harbors only that which rings true. When this essence is in balance, we speak slowly and clearly. We are drawn to activities like writing, reading, teaching, singing, and perhaps public speaking. Sound draws us in, books draw us in, the concept of truth itself draws us in. We start asking questions like, what do I know to be true about myself, and what is true about the world? When the energy of the black egg is not yet assessed, we speak from an unsure place. We say things others want to hear, gossip, or repeat stories to justify our subpar behavior. We might even try to convince ourselves that we have no inner truth at all. The energy of the black egg hovers and waits for us to reconnect. This is amazing. It is available at every moment in every situation, and it is the epicenter of truth, the birthplace of our voice. So, of course, this is going to be connected to your throat chakra. Okay. So the ancient sages saw this center as the hub that governs our speech and expression. So it literally translates the chakra that this sits over, the Vishuddha chakra, translates to especially pure. The balance of this center is important for all of us, but is especially central for writers, editors, musicians, and teachers. Ashe. So if you are any of those, you said, I love music, reading, and honest people. That's me. Yes, especially considering the fact that you love music, your throat chakra definitely could benefit from being in balance. Ashe, ashe. And you also have the swan. No, I'm sorry. Why is the swan here? Right. But look, they both flipped out. So you can pull a couple of those energies, okay? So this is the place that you're in your life needing to definitely continue to work on your throat chakra. And again, you're needing to focus on the things that it represents. Now, as far as the phoenix and the swan, this is definitely transformation. Look at how this swan is being mirrored and reflected here. So if you're speaking truth, you're going to manifest people that speak truth to you. And anything that you're putting out right now as this phoenix energy is going to vibrate back to you. So this is water and fire. So I definitely feel like you could benefit from both of those. And because I went so detailed into the black egg, I'll let you do a little bit of homework on those too, since you like to read anyway. So that should be perfect. Beautiful energy. And let's see what spirit is saying regarding it. Ooh. Submerged. That came out before I could even flip. And this blue is giving me throat chakra energy as well. And we had two more peeking out. Perspective and instinct. This is giving me like a black hole kind of place of creativity where you can pull energy from. And perspective, you love to read. So I'm thinking here, and then music too. I feel like you just have a very strong tie to creativity. Like that's the main word that I'm picking up on is creativity. And you have a lot of movement. Oshun, river goddess again, and purification and rain. So I definitely feel like you could benefit from listening to sound baths, sound bowls, healing bowls, and you have dance that came out. I knew that it was going to come out somewhere with that creativity, because it's like all over your energy. So yes, so I would definitely do some work for my throat chakra. And again, I mentioned turquoise at the beginning of the video. You could even benefit from a turquoise stone if you have one. Wearing more blues, more blue clothing. And I definitely see a lot of water around you. Okay. All right. Yes, I do. Okay. That's perfect. Okay. And Monica, it is your turn, right? Monica C. And I definitely appreciate you, Monica C, for helping with the list, because Pinky Lee is the moderator and holding it down for us. So we definitely appreciate everybody that participates and gives us the energy we need. We're all working together here. Beautiful energy tonight, guys. Thank you all so much. Ashe. You're welcome, Monica C. We have one card that keeps wanting to come out, so let's see. Oh, this is so cute. Okay. So you have a panda that says stay balanced and in your essence. And then is that a lotus flower? It's not really a lotus flower, but I definitely feel like this could be a child, a baby panda bear is there. Love energy, blue throat chakra energy, and I also feel like a twin or like a partner energy. So working with someone, it says stay balanced. So you definitely need to stay balanced. That clear quartz crystal is definitely a message. And then you have a giraffe here. And it says aspire to higher knowledge and wisdom. And that's the picture of the giraffe, and that's the archangel there. I know panda bear came up, but I'm hearing koala bear. Yes, I've been staying balanced. Awesome. So for whatever reason, I'm hearing a koala bear. But let's see what spirit has to say about that. About the panda and the giraffe. Yep. The same thing, grounding, and you said that you have been staying balanced, so that's perfect. Earth energy, and you guys, for those of you who didn't watch my video, I was talking about grounding using black tourmaline. That's a very powerful stone to keep you connected with Earth. Okay, and you have instincts here too, but I'm trying to see exactly what else is standing out. Yeah, so you have fire on the bottom, passion, okay, and dancing. And you said that makes a lot of sense, so that's perfect. So childhood came up. That's the last card that I pulled. And originally, when I got the Panda card, I said that kind of reminds me of like mommy, like a mother, a child's energy right here, like a something maybe from your childhood needs to be revisited. And also this is also pretty much something that is reflective, like it's a reflection. Like look at those children there, children here, and then this little baby panda here is definitely the first thing that I picked up when I saw that. So for you guys who do listen to the music that I recommend, the solfeggios, make sure that you're putting in whatever topic you need the energy for. This is going to be instrumental to you getting the most out of it. For example, if you are And Monica's saying, wow, yes. If you are having anxiety and stress, they have specific frequencies and beats for that. And music is very healing. For example, my tuning forks, you see how it has a specific number on it. This is explaining to me, as a person that's using this, what frequency this note resonates to. And the vibration of this particular sound does something different in the body versus the vibration of a sound of specific other tuning fork that may be taller or shorter even would resonate. Like, what is the sound doing for you? What is that healing for? So make sure that when you guys are using those binaural beats for healing, that you're making sure they're custom to what your situation is, because they have specific healing sound resonances. So, and what resonance means is bringing your body into balance where it needs to be. So if your body is vibrating here, and good health, higher consciousness, ability to attract a mate, ability to attract money, a job, the ability to manifest things. If you're writing some down and then the next day it manifests, you're vibrating here. If you're trying to raise your vibration and get yourself into that vibratory state, you're going to use sounds, certain herbs, foods, spiritual baths, essential oils, and things like that to raise that frequency. So the solfegios, which I always call solfegios are what I would always go back and recommend you guys listen to for that. Okay. I have frequencies playing all day, different ones. Yes. And especially while sleeping, you guys, because that's when your body is in the process of repairing itself, healing, restructuring. It's almost like your cell phone when you see those updates late at night that happen for whatever reason late at night. That's when the phone companies decide to do their updates, even if you have, technology like iPads and tablets and things, and they probably do it because that's when you're not using them, but they take a longer period of time sometimes, and it's like, for whatever reason, the late night downloads, and it when you turn your phone back on in the morning after a new software has been installed or download, it's almost like a brand new fresh phone, because the apps run different. Whatever needed to be cleared out is gone. So just keep doing that. And I love the ones for the DNA repairs. And these types of things are these are the things I recommend. These are the things that I do as well. I'm going to talk more to you guys about doing some things to lift your vibrations, to become more clairaudient, clairvoyant, and things. But I would definitely recommend that you guys start there. Okay. And hey, Nathan. Hey, Godson. Okay. So basically, that is what June says. I listen to the throat chakra. Yeah. And tonight, when I do the energy for everyone, I really want you guys to just kind of tune in. To feel the areas of your body that are experiencing the healing. It's very profound, and I want you guys to make sure that outside of me doing that tonight, that you guys are listening to these sounds. They're amazing. And when they call them sound baths, they mean sound baths. They're literally going there and bathing and cleaning out gunk from your chakras and from your cells and from whatever other parts of your body. Yes, love twice. Are you still here? You're so welcome, Monica C. All right. think Ellie said she was just here. All right. Do we have anyone else or let's okay. Love Twice says I'm here. Okay. Which deck do I want? Let me go back to this one. All right. Okay. Perfect. Ooh, this is good. Okay. So you have the buffalo, all right, and you have the bear, but I definitely feel a strong tie to the buffalo, and this is a water sign as well. When you're looking at the water buffalo, okay. So let's see, and that's a Native American. This book is just all over the place. So let's see. Let's find it. That's a Native American. Oh, here it is. Very popular Native American animal. It says here the buffalo is grounded yet heavenly, practical yet spiritual. So that's an awesome message. Very fine line. Some people get too. Some people are too caught up in human things, and some people are caught up too much in spiritual things. So there is a fine line and a balance. And I feel like when you're on your spiritual path, it does take time to figure that out. But it says here, the hooves of the mighty buffalo are grounded in the earth, yet his heart and mind rise toward heaven. The buffalo sees challenge, hardship, or a bump in the road as an opportunity for upliftment. Therefore, the buffalo does not fear death, illness, or misfortune. Its gentle eyes look to the road ahead, trusting every turn. May we all experience this elusive yet life-changing bliss from time to time, and may we allow this card to remind us that life is a precious gift. So when you're in balance with this energy, you're trusting and you have a very pure presence. When things are out of balance, you feel restless and you lack gratitude. Okay. Ashe. Mm-hmm. Thank you. So okay. So basically, I have a lot of messages coming through. Give me one moment. This is Earth. But I'm getting the image of a water buffalo. And with the water buffalo, that is actually y'all's totem animal, and you guys can look that up if you're interested in knowing more about it. So with the water buffalo, I would definitely, if you practice DeFi or interested, I would give an offering to Oya. She is about great change. The lightning bolt in the background is another one of her images. Okay. And the buffalo in and of itself, like I said, is heavy to the earth, but it's also very spiritual. And I do get the image of this being your totem animal. And literally, give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to grab my water. Give me 1 second. I'm going to show you guys what I picked up yesterday as well. And then we'll see. Yes, you can be added. Blessed Hands Decor. Shannon, is that you? Yes, we can be added. Okay. So there was a this statue I ordered a few days ago, but what was it? Yesterday. I got this. And pretty much what I will say for you guys, the water buffalo or just the regular buffalo. Is a very spiritual animal, has great energy, powerful energy. The white buffalo calf woman, thank you. It's the Native American. Uh-oh. All right, y'all. I'm used to having my tea while I'm talking, and I'm like, I haven't had any, but I don't want any ginger tea though. Like I do want ginger tea, but not those little beaded ones. Yeah, chamomile. Yeah, that's fine. The white buffalo calf woman could very well be a very good energy for you to tap into, but I do see the buffalo as your totem animal. The bear is here too, and we mentioned the bear earlier as far as the strength and just being very resilient and strong in the hibernation periods and different things like that. A strong tie to winter for me as well for the bear. Now with the buffalo, I also feel more of the fiery energy from that. And that's giving me that Oya energy, like I said, with that lightning bolt in the background. Okay. So again, music, and I was just talking about this. Spirit wants you to listen to more of the music, not just music, but harmony, the solfeggio frequencies, and then the lotus. You know what's so funny? I'm hearing Lotus, Flower Bomb, that song, and then I'm looking at this. You have the lotus, and then you have the fire, like the fire bomb. So maybe that's a song because it's saying music here too. Maybe that's a song for you to listen to. Lotus Flower Bomb. The one that says I'm gonna teach you all the sounds of love. So yeah, I do feel like you can connect with all those energies. So that was Oya and the buffalo, the whites. And I've literally just reread this book. I've had the book for like several years, and I literally just reread this book recently, The White Buffalo Calf Woman and Oya. Okay, so those tied to the buffalo. So very powerful energy. I don't even know who in the world I'm talking to. I'm literally just love twice. Is that you? Yes, thank you, Monica. Okay, love twice. Okay, yes. And then Lily said that she is still here. And then be sure to add Blessed Hands Deep Decorator. Okay. So Lily, it said you are here already. Okay, perfect. All right, guys. This is going so well. All right. I love the animal energy. All right. Perfect. All right. So you had the owl just kind of flipping out. You got stuff flipping out. Okay. So you have the owl that flipped out. And it says, listen to messages of the angels. Okay. And this is, let me show you the archangel here down at the bottom. Okay. So, of course, the owl represents wisdom. And if you think about how the owl turns his head, watching your back, and it's coming out to me, and just being on alert, that moon energy. Moon can sometimes be an illusion. It can sometimes be something hidden. So with that owl spinning his head, looking at his back like that, and with that moon there, it's telling me that you need to always watch your back. and always listen to trust your instincts. Okay. And then, yes, love twice. That was it. I'm doing Lily now. And then you have the rhino. This is the rhino here. This kind of looks like something else too. But I'm looking at the chakras and the symbols that it has on here. Let's see. I want to see what it says here. All right, so it says here, these massive creatures originate from Lukume, the ascended aspect of Sirius. Their fortitude and love of Earth have enabled them to ascend into the fifth dimension. Yeah. So that's what this is. This sacred geometry right here is representative of a fifth dimension aspect of Sirius. It says, and Sirius is a star system. It says here their sole mission is to act as bridges between Source and Earth. They help people and animals to plug their Earth star chakras into Lady Gaia. Thank you. To be charged with her light. They are representative of the golden age of Mu, and hold in trust for us the information, knowledge, and wisdom of that era. It is also contained in a healing blue aquamarine flame held within the centers of Earth, Orion, Sirius, Pleiades, and Neptune. The rhinos are helping Earth to ascend by holding the geometric structure that connects the ascension planets. Their service work is to prune trees or act as grass mowers. Oh wow, this is beautiful. So this is great for healing. That symbol is definitely one of the sacred geometric symbols that are used when doing Reiki healing and different other energy healing work and spirit work. So you can use that sacred geometric symbol, okay, when you're pulling down energy. Okay, let's see here. So, and when it comes to like the different star systems, I want to do a video on that as well. So when it comes to different star systems and different planetary systems, the system that we live in has a name. Every system, star system, has its own name. And actually, I talked a little bit about ancient Atlantis and ancient Lemuria before, and Mu was a ancient lost land as well. It was like a continent where people lived on that vibrated very high. That had a lot of clairvoyant abilities, telepathic abilities. So if you're trying to connect with that particular type of energy, trying to be more clairvoyant, trying to be more enlightened, then that's definitely the energy you want to tap into. And I do feel like the rhino energy is more of your totem animal. Okay. And we'll see, take a peek and see what Spirit has to say about it. But that's what I'm picking up. Definitely a very higher vibratory energy. Yes, Monica C. Thank you to everyone. And hi, Christina M. Nathan says solfeggio frequencies are Gregorian chants and unique tones and chants found to impart spiritual blessings when play harmoniously. I've been enlightened. Ashe. Yes, I definitely love that. That is definitely the harmonious part of your spirit is exactly what we are all on a path towards enlightenment and harmonious spirit energy. Now, interestingly enough, um, and you had a couple of other, you had, let's see, you had a couple of other things about this rhino card that I could say too, but shape shifting, which makes sense if you're going to higher realms, okay, tapping into different lost lands. And look at this, you also have lightning, power, and you have the ocean ebb and flow. So you have literally three elements here. You have water, you have fire, you have air. And not to mention the fact that mood comes up, the lost lands. So I definitely feel like you have a strong connection to past life esoteric knowledge, um, ascension. Yeah, you definitely are part of the same star seed that I have, had a lot of contact with, and where I kind of pull information from. So again, if you are trying to work on becoming more enlightened, more work with your third eye, definitely pull down that energy. All right. Yep, because look at what you have here. You have communicate, eagle, and shaman. Ancient. Again, I feel like this is past life energy. That is definitely your totem animal. You have an eagle. So you had an owl, an eagle, and a rhino. Very shamanistic energy. Okay. And you said baby faces, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so making an offer to Oshun, would it be okay to play music? Yes, Oshun definitely loves music. Um, and river offerings, like, um, it's so funny because as soon as you said that, I saw like this little heart. Um, Lily 2911 said, I got DC going to rewind my reading. Thank you so much for the reading. No problem, most definitely. Okay. All right, so who am I on now? Okay, right. It's perfect. Thank you. My cup has no words left on it. It's so funny. You are so welcome. All right, let's see. All right. Raina, are you here? Okay. So, Raina, if you're not here, we're going to move on to Cheryl. All right. Raina, going once, going twice. Okay. And we'll move on to Cheryl. It smells so good. I'm trying to put it right there. I just want to smell it. Okay. Cheryl, are you next? Shantae isn't getting a reading. You want a reading? Shantae doesn't want one. So Christina M says, a few weeks ago, I woke up to the feeling, or I was dreaming, hands were on my back, lifting me up from the bed, scared the shit out of me. Ooh. What does it mean? Yeah, we'll figure that out. We'll have to figure that out. Nathan, let me know if you are interested. I'll make sure I do a reading for you. Yeah, Christina M. That sounds like it was definitely you tapping into some ancestor energy or some different, obviously some different beings. It was vivid. One of I definitely see some ancestors, but I feel like they brought healing. I don't feel like they brought anything negative. Okay. And blessed hands. I told them to stop. I know that's right, especially not if you weren't 100% sure if this energy was for you or against you. So, yes, definitely. Usually, whenever I do a reading, I can pick up on what kind of energy it is to let you know if you need to like do a spiritual cleaning or if you need to actually work with that energy. So, it's definitely, up to your discretion. Okay, Sharon. Blessed hands. Let's see what you got tonight. All right. So interesting because I see you have a peacock. So you can definitely do some work for Oshun. Leave an offering out to Oshun. And I also have a spider, and I'm already aware that this is somebody that's weaving and creating. Both of these energies are creators. So this is showing me some like how you decorate and how you do things with interiors in homes. Peacocks, um, definitely, you know how peacocks are very flamboyant, and I'll read the book and tell you what it's saying, but instantly I'm picking it up, connecting it to your energy, and how the spider weaves something and creates something, and how it goes out, how it's expansive, and it has different levels, almost like these are different rooms to the web, which makes sense because you definitely are a creator. Now, I do have a couple of cards that flipped out, so I share them, a crow and a vulture. Both of those are kind of cards that are kind of waiting around for something to happen, kind of like looming around to see if there's something that they can, nitpick on. So if there's any doubt or any energy of uncertainty and kind of you're unsure, that can definitely they kind of sense that, kind of those energies that kind of sense things when something's gonna go wrong. And especially if you're kind of like afraid of success and afraid to have things work out for you. And I know you did I know you sent the money today for a reading, so I was booked today, so I should be able to. I got to look at my calendar, y'all. I don't even want to pretend like I know what's on there, so I'll text you with an appointment, but and I'll look into it more. But the one that I really want you to focus on you know, outside of the crow, outside of the vulture, is the peacock energy. All right. And so let's read. Let's see what it says here. Now, also vultures purify things too. They clear away dead things, things that are no longer serving, things that need to, you know, get out of the way, and things that are dead, are no longer serving you. So, you know, they can be a blessing in disguise. So keep that in mind. As well as the crow. Anything can be, you know, good or bad. But you can definitely look at the crow as something that is watching over a situation, kind of forcing it to change. Let's see. So your peacock, though, talks about inner beauty, compassion, and assimilation. So this is definitely a very confident, kind individual when they're in balance. And when you're out of balance, it's hard for you to digest anything. So when you meditate, you want to meditate near your navel, like where you're, oof. As soon as I did that, like my head got a little light. So you definitely have imbalances near your sacral chakra where your navel is. This could even cause your stomach to get upset, you not to have an appetite, or kind of go back and forth from having an appetite to just having issues with balance in your diet and eating, and holding your emotions in your not your womb, but in your stomach itself, like a lot of upset stomach. Mm, when it comes to that, you definitely need more orange, vitamin C, more orange energy, yellow energy. Like I said, this peacock is giving me Oshun, and it even has yellow on it now that I think about it. Golds, coppers, bronzes, yellows, and oranges. Your sacral chakra and your solar plexus chakra, the yellow and the orange elements are like, I'm telling you, as soon as I tuned into yours and connected with yours, I got lightheaded and my stomach did something. So you definitely may have a lot of digestion issues with the vulture and the crow. Maybe food is not being properly digested and it's kind of sitting in your stomach and kind of fermenting. So you definitely want to do things to bring your digestion into balance. Saying like baking soda, something that's like going to alkaline your stomach. Because I'm seeing too much acid also. And what in the world is Mylanta? Mylanta. Oh, because I'm like, I'm hearing Mylanta, but I don't even know what that is.
It's like
Milk of magnesia, Mylanta. But I definitely advocate for the more natural alternatives to those types of things. I get cramps after meditating. Yeah, because you have a lot of energy that needs to move out of those areas. So you're going to need citrine and citrine. That's what they're showing me. Yes. So when I get into your reading, then we'll talk more about it, because I mean that connection was just kind of intense. But with the peacock, definitely give an offering to Oshun. I think I'm stressed out Yeah, and that's where you hold your stress. Like some people, when you tell them bad news, their stomach hurts and they have to use the bathroom, or it's just like, I can't stomach it. I can't take it. Um, Everybody has a different, physiological response that can affect them on a physical level. Some people's stomach, some people heart, some people head hurts. People get receive energy, and energy assimilates through their body and through our bodies in different ways, because it assimilates through our emotional body a certain way. And if there's an imbalance, that's typically where it seeps in it. So with you having an imbalance in that solar sacral area, that's where the emotional body is doing this in my vision. And it's like a black hole right there. So anything comes in and out of there that's not necessarily always for your highest good. So even if you pick up on other people's emotions, people tell you something negative or whatever negative self-talk and think, it'll just go up in that area and just kind of fester. It's showing me. That's again where the crow and the vulture are coming from. Um, um, a heavy, strong focus on love. Okay. And yes, and then I have a lake here, which also ties me to the energy of Oshun. Even though she's a river goddess, you can definitely leave an offering for her at the lake. But you have a wake up call, and a tsunami came up. So this could be like a big shake up, wake up situation going on. And you definitely need to do a lot of spiritual work. And even in this card, she's working with yellows and she has a lot of orange underneath her. This white shirt is standing out to me. So purification and bringing some white, wearing white, bring some colors like that in. And lighter colors, wearing lighter colors. And then you have this mountain here for strength. Yeah, you're gonna have to pull on your inner strength because you're going through a rebirth. And this spring has been a new you. I'm feeling. This is even Oshun too, with the fertility, the butterfly and rabbit, all of that. She's the goddess of fertility, the Orisha of fertility. Childhood, so you definitely need to do some of these things because it's gonna protect your children. And then childhood things that you need to clear up. All right. So yeah, so definitely get near some water and make an offering for Oshun. And that could be pumpkins, cinnamon, orange. Light. You definitely need to light an orange candle. All right. Yes, Christian, are you still here? Okay, so spiders are, how have they been connecting me? With the spider, I just feel like you're weaving something, you're creating something. Because spiders are always busy, creating a web, building a web. Like, and then too, like I said, with you decorating and doing things interior design wise, that spider is you building, creating, going into different rooms, different areas of the home and decorating and designing. Baby faces, thank you for sharing your gift with the world. You are so welcome. Let's paint this in the sound of birds. Yes. Birds, definitely totem animal. Definitely messengers. Christina and Jesus, my house has never had so much spiders. Yeah, it definitely can be. Spiders can be in there for many reasons, especially spiritual reasons. All right. Okay, Thomas. Next weekend from over there, I'm sticking my feet in the water. Yes, you need some water. Okay. So everybody looks like everybody got okay. Liza says she's here. Okay. All right, Liza. So we'll go ahead and do you then because which deck do I want to use though? Now, with me saying that you need to leave an offering to Oshun doesn't mean that Oshun is your crown Orisha, but that's just who came up. Like, even though I am initiated in Ifa as a priestess of Oya, I have Odus that will tell me to work with, for example, Batala or Rumala. It just depends on where my energy is at the time and what's going on in my life. Typically, whenever you see an Oshun energy coming up or being necessary, is something about fertility. And think about her colors are gold and yellows and things like that. That ties into that sacral solar plexus area. Issues with, just your inner love and trying to love yourself, finding that self-love, self-care, and compassion. That's what she's over. She's also over divination. A lot of people don't know about that. So just connecting with those parts of yourself, the higher realms of yourself, as well as the, just the ego and the lower day-to-day self. I'm hearing prettying yourself, like loving on yourself, making your self-worth shine. That's what she's telling me right now. Okay, Liza. All right, let's see, Liza. All right, you have the goat that flips out and the camel. Very strong. Both of these are very strong animals. And we talked about the goat earlier. This is the card here. And the baby goat is standing out for me. And then camel, talking about being patient, but camels are also very strong. They carry a lot. They have a huge burden on them most of the time. And goats carry a lot, have a huge burden on them most of the time, but it's typically by choice. So you have the camel and the goat, two very, very strong animals. And what really stood out for me was the actual dove on the bottom of the deck. And I haven't really been looking on the bottom of the deck. So this is definitely, again, we were talking about birds earlier. And doves are messengers of peace and harmony. So you have a lot of good messages here. If you're carrying a lot of loads or a heavy load or any burden, then you do want to get in touch with your ancestors to help you carry it. See how they're laying those hands out? They'll definitely help you focus and help you carry the load. Yes, you have a lot of creative energy around you, which goes to the goat. Okay. And your breath of life. You have a wake-up call too, and this just came out. So you have a wake-up call. Definitely telling you to be strong like a camel. And you also need to be still and meditate and focus, I feel. Because you're in a very creative energy. Okay. So in this time, you need to take this time out to do the things that you're passionate about. That's what's on the bottom of the deck. Okay. If you're going to be the goats, make sure you do it with passion. Okay. All right. And hopefully that helps. All right. Yes, we can do MA. MA. All right. All right, let's see. Oh, you're welcome. Okay. So for you, MA, we are doing tonight, we're doing animal spirits. So you have Phoenix energy and you also have dragon energy. So this is definitely something watchful. We went over the dragon earlier. And it's a spiritual, very evolved spiritual energy. The Phoenix, I'll go through that because we didn't look at that from the book perspective. But I was explaining that the further to the back of the book you go out of the elements of air, wind, wind, and fire, Lord. You go out of the air, earth, water, and fire element, and you go to the spirit section of the book. So with the spirit, you had the dragon, which is in the spirit section, and you have the phoenix, which is in the spirit section as well. So let's see. So the phoenix. So you're definitely working on your spirituality. Huh? Not those. Yeah. The phoenix represents transformation of the past, and it doesn't mean running from it or denying it or burning bridges with rage. So it's a technique that you're using basically to go through some change, something that you've been suffering from for way too long. And when you decide to relieve yourself of that baggage and that burden, then you're no longer running from who you are, what happened to you, or what you've done. So whatever stuckness or dead weight you have been carrying will fall into the ashes, and a lightness and clarity emerges. So it's like an aha moment that's happening here, but it's definitely transformative. And look at those wings and look at that fire. So the fire has to happen first. So something has to crash and burn and catch on fire first before you can evolve. And that's just with life, with a lot of things that happen. Okay. So I don't know what in the world is going on. I'm doing MA. Let's see. So the Phoenix, center, you can work on your root chakra and releasing karma. And you can also use this energy to purify your third chakra to free you from the past. Okay? So it's about forward progression with this particular card. And you got fire again. So you have definitely a lot of fiery energy. A lot of fiery energy. Then you have clouds. So pretty much this is what happens after the fire. You see the smoke and the fire together, the clouds. I mean, I'm just saying smoke, because of that. And you have lightning. So you have a whole lot of change, a whole lot of things happening and moving. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Thank you. And it's talking here about things ebbing and flowing. And this is the ocean. So you have all the elements that come in and burn up something, and you see the smoke afterwards. Lightning could have struck something. You have the phoenix, you have the dragon, and then after all of that, you have the ocean, ebb and flow. So definitely a very spiritual message, love and compassion. Yeah. So definitely have a lot of strong messages coming through from your ancestors, and a lot of high vibrational energy around you at this time. You can definitely utilize this energy to open up and be healed. Okay. And hopefully that resonates with you. Okay. And who's next? Christina. Okay. All right, Christina, are you here? I think I missed a little bit of what was going on. You're welcome, M.A. I missed a little bit of what was going on, so Christina may have already said she was here. Oh, okay. I don't remember if I called Christian or Christina, but I definitely want to stop really quickly and thank you guys for the donations to the Cash App. And for those of you who do get personal readings from me, I thank you guys so much for the tips. You guys are very generous. So I appreciate it so much. Christina. Okay, Christina. Yes, I appreciate everything you guys do to give back and show your appreciation. And as soon as I'm finished, we're going to do some Reiki energy. All right, let me charge up so I won't die on you guys. All right. Okay, so some new energy tonight. I love it. You have the dolphin. Okay. And then you have the eagle. Okay. So these are the archangels on this card. Okay. And then the archangel on the eagle. And the eagle says, seize opportunities courageously. We have a rainbow in the back. And then the dolphin says, live joyfully in the present. And look at that energy exchange coming into that dolphin. That is high level frequency evolvement. I'm hearing enlightenment and evolving. Interestingly, this is going down to what I would assume would be the throat area. I know dolphins use sonar energy to communicate and receive messages, but so I don't know if this would be the quote unquote throat area right here, because they receive their messages. I can't see on this card if it's going through, but it probably is. So also enlightenment from source, because source is like a telepathic telepathic energy portal I'm feeling. And especially with the eagle, it's giving me a strong Native American tie vulnerability. So if you are trying to get some messages coming in, you need to definitely, okay? Because this spring, with everything that's happening in the world, is, very weird energy. But this spring is meant to bring about a new you. It was supposed to create a new you because there's some activations that are taking place in your DNA. So that's what this particular need to be vulnerable is speaking in reference to. And effortless, meaning once you're vulnerable, I feel like spirit is just going to pour into you. It's just going to pour into you. Like, yeah. And you have instincts on the bottom, and you have perspective as well. Instinct, perspective. And instinct is saying once they pour into you, you're going to be getting more downloads and your intuition is going to be heightened. Milky Way perspective is going to come from almost an area that feels like it's out of this world. It's coming from source, cosmic. And then look at this. I can't even make it up. Activation. See how that wind is blowing? It's kind of like pouring into somebody. Actually, when I got my first Reiki attunement, I felt air and wind, and I felt it coming into my energy field. And my Reiki master did mention that she did kind of like blow, but I felt this like now it's like, okay, did she just blow on me? But it was like this kind of like a cosmic wind, and it just kind of comes over you. So that's the activation that you're receiving. And yes, it was like she was standing behind me, and I was like, kind of, because I had my eyes closed and I had my head down, and I had my hands in the, prayer position. And then I just all of a sudden felt like somebody was just blowing on me. So that's kind of how I can describe the activation for the Reiki energy. And that's what this is showing me. Like this wind has that faith and blowing. Again, it's going down to that. It's connecting. So definitely I feel like a dolphin is your totem animal as well, is what I'm seeing. More so than the eagle, which is highly intuitive as well. So they both kind of connect. But I see the dolphin because I was actually seeing like a little stuffed animal dolphin in the back of someone's pocket. So I feel like that is a connection, a higher level evolved connection to that. Yeah, if you're resistant, then you're just going to have to definitely practice letting spirit. You're going to have to be faithful, let go, and trust the process. That's the best thing that I can say. Because, I mean, there are different things that you can do from a spiritual perspective, but just the things that I talk about in the videos are things that you can do to be more open and receptive, like listening to those healing frequencies to lift your vibration, to be more open to activations. I offer activations on my website. I mean, it's just different levels to what you're asking. So if you're resistant to something, then it's just gonna be impossible. I mean, it's like if I say I want my hair braided, and somebody says it's gonna take 10 hours, and I say, well, I don't have time, then okay, I just can't get my hair braided by them. Because if not, I mean, if I do go in and I become impatient and leave, I might have half a head of a braid, or we're just not going to get anywhere, or it's just going to look crazy. Like if it's either you're going to be open and sit down and get it, and or not, because that's how spirit works. Okay. And I think we're at the end of the list. Dr. Esmar Vic here. Hi, may I ask? So yeah, Christina, just work on being more trusting of spirit. It's a relationship that you build, just like with people, with family, with friends. Just because spirit is around doesn't mean everyone taps into spirit or everyone is open to summoning spirit and working with spirit. Just like you may have a cousin or family member or friend that even though you guys are related, you may not be in touch, you may not have things in common, this and that. So just work on it and build. Okay. Pinky Lee said, when I performed Reiki, it kind of scared me. My hands were tingling and buzzing. My hands and body got profusely hot. Yes, because what I'm saying, when you do Reiki on others, you actually because the energy flows from source and from the universe, is going to heal you as well. And so that's what happens. And as far as the healer, because I used to refuse to do healing work when I wasn't feeling my best. Not from a standpoint of, oh, I don't feel good, I'm sick or whatever, because in that case, I definitely don't do healing work on anyone else. But if I'm like in a bad mood, or if I'm just kind of, whatever, anxious or stressed out, then I used to be like, oh, I'm not going to do healing work. I will, reschedule it. Then I realized, okay, this isn't my energy. This is me pulling energy from source. And so let me just allow myself to be the channel and let the energy flow through me. And the best thing about that, you guys, is that you get healing as well. So that's why I told you guys tonight I'm going to do some healing, and tomorrow I'm going to do some healing as well. Okay. So yes, Pinky Lee, definitely get hot. You feel the heat, you feel the tingling. The only time I don't feel tingling is if I do a lot of hands-on healing too. When I'm doing hands-on healing, some areas I feel coldness from, and that's another energy block as well. But Christina M, I always associate these things as opening the door to supernatural stuff, and I don't want that. Well, I mean, there you go. If you're resistant and you're not letting spirit flow in, then it's just not going to do it. And that's pretty much what separates people from having the ability to do what I do versus someone just saying, okay, well, I won't do that, because pretty much it's just letting spirit in, letting spirit flow. So, it is energy, and it's up to you. It's a case by case basis. And yes, Pinky Lee, you are a natural born healer, and I picked up on that when I first talked to you. Just like myself, even before I was attuned for Reiki, I had the ability to heal. So some of us just can do healing and just tune in and tap in differently. Dr. Asma, we're doing spiritual animal readings tonight. And if you have questions, you can come back on the next live, which I'll try to go live tomorrow. Okay, guys. And if that is all, then that is it. We'll close out tonight. Definitely want to get some energy going here downstairs for the Orishas. So I will go ahead and end the live so I can put you guys' name on my altar for the Reiki. If I have a deep cut, it's healed the next day. Yeah, Reiki is, God gives us everything we need. We have every medicine or herb or whatever remedy or cure to keep our body resonating at a specific frequency. We have music and sound to heal us. We have water to keep us nourished. Um, and then we have Reiki energy. I mean, we have everything that we need. And I'll talk about this in another live, but I actually had an experience one time when I had a toothache where I went into the spirit world and they did something to my tooth and it stopped hurting when I woke up from my meditation. And I was gonna go to the dentist the next day. I was gonna call them, but it stopped hurting, so I didn't think anything about it. So I went to my next appointment, which wasn't for maybe 3 months or so later. And my dentist was like, "How in the world is that tooth not bothering you?" And I ended up having to get the tooth pulled on that same particular visit to the dentist. It was a root canal that had become infected. And he was like, "How is this not infected? How is this not hurting you?" He was like, What did you do?" And I'm thinking to myself, I didn't do anything. But spirit took me somewhere and they did something. And I was sitting in this dentist kind of like chair. So once you tap in, Christina, you tap in. So if it is something that you're not ready for, if you're not ready to walk through that door, I would say don't do it until you're ready because it is a lifestyle. You guys don't understand. I could be out chilling thinking I'm going to have a normal day and go to the mall and buy some new Birkenstocks, and then I might get 10 text messages or phone calls because Spirit chose me to be who I am, and somebody somewhere needs something from me, whether it's sending them some energy, doing a reading, diagnosing something, helping heal, helping make a big decision. Is this person going to die? What is this? What is that? You know, it's a lifestyle. And so once I opened that door and walked through that door, it became my way of life. So I definitely would say if you're not ready and open, don't even worry about it for right now. You know, you can kind of scope it out and see what it's like and sample. But once you open that door, it is a totally different world. But that door is open for you. It's cracked because they're showing me that if you decide to, that you will get full, you know, um, you'll be fully immersed in the energy and you will be the perfect vessel for them. Yes, I'll definitely put you on the Reiki list, Pinky Lee. My sister was dying of kidney disease, but I used Reiki. And it brought her energy and balances where they needed to be. Because a lot of our diseases are emotional things. And then the meridians of the body become blocked in certain areas. And the area of the kidney definitely holds emotions. I was just reading about the kidneys a few days ago. So we'll get into all of this in our lives regarding that kind of thing. And definitely, my healers, I need you guys to help me talk about these things so people can know how powerful they are. Monica C says, send some my way. Yes, 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 yes. I'll definitely do it. All right. Yeah, Christina. Yeah, you can do stuff. Yes, the doctor's shocked. Yeah, my dentist was shocked too. And I'm trying to figure out what in the world happened. But I don't even question things anymore at this point. I just go with it, thanks Spirit, and keep it moving. All right, guys, so I'm going to end it here so I can get you guys this Reiki energy going. I have Reiki to send to my family members that are out of state as well. And yes, Monica C, knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Um, and wisdom is the application of knowledge because we're learning all these things and we know these things, but are we actually applying them? That is the question. Because we can read all these books, you guys can listen to these lives and this, and that, but actually applying these things is what's going to take things to the next level. And Pinky Lee is going to send healing energy too. Thank you so much. Again, I need all of my healers. I need us all to unite. You guys are healers, even if you haven't been attuned to Reiki. You guys are healers. Okay. All right. Thank you guys. Love you all. Peace and namaste.